do it. So.
Huh.
Actually, I got a 19 on carving of the arm.
Maybe some of the
Okay.
other disciples will know what
They were
happened.
searching for something. They really ransacked the place.
Yes.
That they have. It's the... And he notices the fire. Is the library intact?
I hardly doubt it.
It's in shambles.
That's not good.
But
They
I
were
didn't
looking
think they found anything.
Also, very hard. The head of the master of these lizard folk was looking for a spell because he seemed to be a spellcaster.
We don't have much, like, magical spells. A lot of the tomes that we have here, most of the history of the area, because, you know, the local town down at Heroes Rest didn't want them anymore.
Is there any type of maps or anything that you've never told anyone on any of the monks? Any secret temple or something like that?
I'm sure they could be looking for something, but without knowing exactly what, can't conceive of anything.
Anything that a spellcaster that would need this many
Sacrifices.
creatures.
Yeah, he
Together.
did say something about sacrifices.
He said something about a feast.
That too, yeah.
The only ones that heard feast were the ones that could
Oh, yeah,
understand
that's true.
Draconic.
I don't
Yeah.
understand Draconic. He said something about roaring and like
Well,
alligator.
no, someone shouted out the facts that they were talking about a feast.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone. I was basically the translator.
Mhm.
Like,
So am I able to spare the dying on this guy?
So when you get down there,
Mm-hmm.
you flip him over, you cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah, I want to tie him up first.
Okay. Tie him up, flip him over, you cast Scare the Dying. He begins to cough up a lot of blood.
Okay.
It's time to interrogate the fucker. He caused us a lot of trouble.
wait, which guy are we tying up right now?
By the way, Master, do you
He
happen to
kind
have
of
any
resurrected
sensu
the
beans
warlock guy.
at the temple?
See, I don't want to spend a health potion on this asshole. So
No.
can I use
Wait,
my
wait.
med kit on him?
Keep him at death's door.
No, if you want to keep him in death, don't let me do something then.
The last we need is him teleporting away again.
Actually, if I
Well,
remember
he's tied up. I have
I
him
should
tied
have
up.
one.
In
I
order
just
to
wanna-
cast your spell, you usually need verbal and somatic components. So
Okay.
being able to speak and wave your arms is
Okay.
necessary for most spells.
Okay.
Most spells, not
True.
all of them.
By the
Can I
way,
do-
Master, do you happen to have any of the more sensu beans?
So, like, don't. He kind of grins a little bit when he realizes that you asked. No, sorry, we didn't really have very good. But in a few months' time, we will have.
Hi, kitty.
Master,
Okay.
you're a terrible liar.
So I wasn't here for what this guy had said before. So can I ask what he had said before?
Specifically, the words were, the cavalry has arrived. Do you think you are safe? And if I go to my knees, slit his throat.
Well, that pretty much will happen.
Okay. Well, is he able to talk?
He's coughing up a lot of blood.
So I think he'd be able to talk. Well enough.
He's coughing up a ton of blood.
That
not
That doesn't mean he can't talk.
We need to heal him.
You said you had him tied up. How is he positioned?
Hog tight.
I'm gonna have his arms tied behind his back, and I want his back to me so I can see his hands.
Do you want him kneeling or laying on the...
I want him sitting up with his legs in front of him.
Sitting up, his legs sitting out there, tied arm. You're tying his legs too?
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody else around there? Silver, there's several people that are from the temple that come up after a few moments and see what's going on, attend to you, attend to masters. Like, what happened? What's going on?
Probably go with the warlock. See
Okay.
what he's up to.
Shimmy down the side of the cliff.
Yeah, I'll be with him too. I wanna speak to this guy in deep speech for a bit.
So, let's see. Kilzer, Belmach, and Marlowe are interrogating. Anybody else?
I'll stay up on top.
So, Yida, you were staying with Silver. And Caius is going to... Caius is going to go down to the interrogation as well.
I could play
So-
good guy, bad guy. Bad cop.
There's a few monks that ask what's going on, but once you start just asking questions, they kind of take a few steps back and just watch, more or less just seeing if anything is going to happen, if they can help, like if he jumps up or something like that.
Alright.
Okay.
Does
So-
one of the monks have something that would stop him from bleeding so much? Because he's gonna pass out if he keeps bleeding out of his mouth.
They shake their heads. They're
Only
unsure.
the master
I-
pretty much can do
Can I
that.
use my spell Goodberry for this?
If you wanted to, yes.
Okay, I will cast Goodberry.
But everybody who's down there while he's being interrogated, a lot of blood, and then spits something out of his mouth.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not good.
What is it?
Cut out for me. What happened?
He coughed up something.
I reached to pick it up.
Marlowe, you kind of feel a very sharp pain in what was your beak as you examine this.
Oh.
It was your beak.
This is A, his tongue, and B, a device that you have seen before that somebody will wear, and if they are captured, they will activate it, biting down and destroying their tongue.
Oh.
Which means
You
you
were
can't talk
threatened
anymore.
with this after your beak was smashed.
Oh.
Fuck, somebody heal him out before he freaking dies.
No, he can't talk anymore. So what's the point? Just let him die.
I look at him, and I just take out my... I look at him, I look at the thing in my hand, and I pull out the short sword from myself and bring it close to his neck. I say to him in deep speech, "Why are you people here?"
He
He
can't talk.
kind of laughs.
I cut off his head.
Yeah, I was literally gonna do the same thing. There's no point at this point. Just cut off his head.
Just murder him.
You didn't get to feel my claws at his throat and my clit at the base of his spine, though.
Marlowe, do you wish to say anything to the party?
I say to them this.
I said, what was that for?
I think that he, or at least the people he's associated with, and I, have some history, as I point to my beak, and it's a bit personal.
Well, you have some explaining to do.
I do, but I think we could all use a drink right now. I'll explain it to you guys when I'm a little bit less sober than I am right now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna untie his now chopped off, their headless body, and
I'm
take
taking
my
my head
rope.
with me, by the way.
I'm gonna try asking my Patreon if
Mhm.
he knows anything.
Okay.
And I get the spoils then. What
He
the
actually
hell?
had nothing on him except those ropes.
How about the
I'm
rope?
just gonna let Kilza take those ropes because they're worthless to me.
Yep.
And wait, do I get a hold on anything that he has on his that he just spit it out?
It's a small, like, gear. It looks like it's about the size of a die 6, okay? But it's got, like, some gears on one side and a little bit of glass that is now shattered. And other than that, there's a wire that wraps around, and that's what cuts off the tongue.
That's crazy.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep this in my pocket for now.
So what, biting off your tongue isn't the thing to do?
It basically slices your tongue off.
And if you made truly good slaves...
Like, this
you'd be
thing
able to-
takes off more than just what you stick out of to bite. It takes off a big chunk, like, bit down in the throat.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's probably, like, very devoted to whatever he was trying to pull on us.
I'm assuming it's
No.
the equivalent of a cyanide capsule, because he'd bleed to death after that.
No, if these things are spell activated, then it's probably not him that did it.
This device is not a spell.
It's a mechanical device.
Yeah.
I would
he did
assume
pull it
something
off.
surgically placed to do it.
It literally takes a physical action to cut off. Anyway, Ati, who are the people who are nearby who are damaged right now? Like, I've taken damage throughout this entire thing, and I'm up to full health.
I think almost everybody at this point.
Alright. Everybody who's around me, I just give them one good berry. I believe I get 10?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that
think
means
I'm
4
okay.
of them are gone. So
I'm
that's
still... Me and Yati still up at the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I got like
Awesome.
19 health. I'll heal up once we get back to
I
town.
looked at the bird man and said, "This is not over. You still have him explaining to do."
I look at him and say, you ever try making wine out of good berry?
Don't try to persuade me.
Wait, can I do a persuasion against him?
Like, it does sound like a good idea, Belmont.
Can I look at the master and say you're a terrible liar? You smile each time you
But
lie.
he's still hiding something, though, Addy.
The master?
Yeah.
He just smiles and says, yeah. This attack, I really honestly have no idea
So I was talking about the sensory veins here.
He's trying to avoid that conversation.
He's changing the subject. I guess you're gonna have to strip search him.
Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah. Fuck off, master. I just saved your ass. You're the strongest monk I've ever known, and yet I had to come here and save your ass. I deserve something
No.
other than a praise.
He looks at your bracers and he's like, it looks like you already found.
Yeah. If I didn't grab these other than the lizard folk did, we would be dead.
Well, then apparently that was your reward.
He's letting you keep them. It's basically your reward.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Those are things that I haven't worn in a long time, and I hope they do well in your possession.
Yeah, you want to tell me what they do now?
They blast people through walls.
He says basically the things that you already figured. He describes them as bracers of Dewey.
Bracers of do it.
What? They do that?
Bracers of do it!
Cast Divine Lightning on Addy.
To help you find the way. The way out the hole.
I now have leather bracers of do it.
Are they red?
Oh man.
There is some red stripes on it, but
Oh.
they are mostly leather, like a light leather.
Oh, okay.
DM Lightning on.
The braces are the way.
Well, unless anybody else has anything, I'm about to call it.
Oh, well, does my Patreon know anything about what this guy wanted?
Right, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
What are those robes?
The robes are robes of glamour. They can look like whatever you want, but they are just simple robes and grant